Another day, another video, another Safeway sandwich. We're actually at the Delta Watershed, which is where many of you probably began biking, which is where we began biking. This is kind of before the North Shore.
Hey there, guys.
And that guy's biking. And, and there's a pretty decent network of trails. It's, you know, good for beginner bikers. If you're in the BC area or Lower Mainland area, you should check it out. It's a good place to go for pedal.
Something called the Gravity Bowl.
Yes, the famous Gravity Bowl.
Was the shit back in the day. It's just a giant like gully. Whoosh. And when you're a young kid, that was the most badass thing ever.
Especially if you hit the drop into the Gravity Bowl.
There was a drop into the
There was a drop, and it was probably only 5 feet max. But you were the coolest dude if you could hit that drop.
I kind of forgot how to balance this thing because we haven't used it in 4 months because it randomly decided to stop working. The whole summer this thing wasn't working, and I tried a million times. I tried everything. DJI, I called them, they couldn't fix it. And I did. I went with my gut feeling and I didn't touch it for 4 months, and then I went back and I touched it and I turned it on and it started working again. So I think the moral here is if something stops working, just forget about it for like half a year and then try it again, and it should probably work. This is the first time I've used this thing. Ow!
Oh my god.
And everything's going wrong.
So as you can see, look at that. Keeps it relatively straight the whole time. So right now we're grabbing shots of all the individual bike parts or characters that are gonna be in this video, and it's a little tricky because you gotta personify them. You gotta make it so the audience knows that that's the part that's talking.
There's a fine line of being cheesy. I don't know, I've never done anything like this, so hopefully we have good voices and everything makes sense and we pull it off.
Oh yeah.
I can't say we've ever done this before, so if you viewers at home have done this, don't make fun of our technique. But we're trying to make fake dog poo right now with a frozen Snickers bar. You know, there's poo over there. There's real poo right there on that, underneath that branch. And there's a big duty over by that branch over there. We could just as easily use one of those, but we've chosen to use chocolate bars.
It's getting close.
Alright, put a Reese's in there. This is the stupidest thing ever. It's looking more shitty though.
It is
it's definitely looking more like dog shit. I think we need like a little bit of moisture.
Then you take a splash of water.
Just a splash.
Yeah, not too much now.
Oh yeah, that looks like a dog shit if I've ever seen one. Alright, Jason's going to apply the prop.
The poop.
Poop prop. So what's the premise here anyways?
Well, it's, you know, you go for a ride, and it's happened to everyone. They inevitably stick their foot in some dog poops, and it gets on their pedal, and their pedal has to suffer.
Well, I don't know if you'll ever get a turd this big on your pedal. You might need to cut it down a bit. That's pretty gross.
What, is it on me? It's not funny, help me get it off.
The notorious Gravity Bowl.
Gravity Bowl!
This is where we grew up riding, as did a lot of other riders. So, when I was a kid, this is the spot you would go down. You'd rip down here in the summer when all these leaves were gone. And then this never used to be eroded. You couldn't just ride down it. It was a drop. And I remember one time my brother did it. And It was very impressive.
I never did the drop.
Oh God! Oh yeah!
Yeah, cased. Oh God! Oh yeah! What a beautiful cold day in the forest to shoot our last scenes. It's -100 and we have a cool rig right now to acquire the riding shots of the shock, the fork, the rotors, the pedals, and the seat.
Oh no! Jump!
And young Chris over here is going to be the third rider, stunt double, featured in this video. There's going to be 3 different people who have ridden this bike in this video. And I hope you can get your
I hope
your
so,
leg
too.
through there, and I hope you don't crash, and I hope you don't break the rental rig, and I hope you don't break the camera.
On my leg.
Well, that's not a priority. I'd really worry about this thing. You are responsible for a lot of expensive items right now. Do you think you can handle it?
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, yes.
We're getting it on film. Just in case I need to sue you or you need to sue me.
Okay.
Just kidding, I'm gonna burn these files if we have to sue me. All right, give her. Whoa! Oh my God. We are at a place called Hoodlums that used to be dirt jumps that Jason and I grew up riding, and they got torn down. But some kids have been building some shit, so we're gonna fix this one up a little bit. It's a pretty decent gap. So one of the shots I have to just be in the air and jump it normally, and then one shot I have to case it. So we made like a fake little case pad that we're gonna try to case the shit out of. We have old videos on my pink bike of us riding Hoodlums. Or maybe it's on Jason's pink bike, but yeah, we used to ride these jumps, and so I'm gonna send Hoodlums. I might. Now there's probably a lot of people thinking, just do it, Matt, it's not that big. You have to realize that I don't do this as much anymore, especially on this kind of a bike. So that's my sponsor promo video for 2015. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Hi Chew, for keeping me full of sugar. Never mind, this is stupid.
Oh, damn it! This guy cases everything.
Woo! We're wrapped with picture. Now we have to get the last audio. And we have 2 boxes of Rode Link lav mic setups that we haven't even opened. And so we're gonna open them in the forest. And what we're gonna do, now it's broken. Thanks, Chris! We're gonna lav up this bike in 2 spots. And then we're wrapped. So we're setting these lav mics up now, and I realized that I probably should have set these up at home prior to the shoot because light is fading and there's a million little pieces. We just opened up the boxes, and I'm gonna go home and realize that I lost something. Kaz and I are starting the voiceovers for If Your Mountain Bike Can Talk. I am about to do 5 characters: the saddle, the chain, the rear shock, and the rotor. And Kaz has 1 roll of the grip. So our setup here is we have the video playing back on this monitor, and then we have the audio recording down here. So I can watch, and I'm gonna do my very first take of the very first voice. That guy needs to change his chamois. Filmmaking. Alright, Kaz, what do you say after waiting 4 hours to take a poop? That's better. Alright, I just received voiceovers from Oxburger's studio, and we're gonna listen to them now. This is the fat bike.
Hey guys, great day for a ride, huh? Aww.
It's so good. Okay, let's get our first moan. Rolling.
Oh my.
Do more like surprise, like you're like, oh my.
Oh my.
Who are you?
I'm Jack.
You're what?
I'm Jack.
You're Jack. That's it?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Kelowna.
And what? Why did I ask you to be in the video?
Because I have an annoying little kid voice.
Not quite, not quite. I just thought that you have the confidence and the attitude to be able to pull off this role. All right, okay, let's play it.
Ugh, slimy. This guy has sweaty palms. How's everything down there?
I'm a little sore, but I'll be fine. What What about you, dude?
Does anybody else smell dog food? What, is it on me?
No, I think we learned something here today. Even though we all come in different shapes and sizes, it's not about what's on the outside, it's about what's on the...
What'd you think of your performance?
Radical.
Thanks for being a part of it.
No problem.
What do you want to say to the people out there? Say something, this is your chance.
Let's go do something sick.